My name is Oladapo Oyebode. I am the corresponding author of our paper titled HeartHealth, a persuasive mobile app for mitigating the risk of ischemic heart disease. The outline of my talk is as follows: background, research goal, methodology, results, highlights, and finally, conclusion and future work. According to the Institute of Health Metrics and Evaluation, University of Washington, ischemic heart disease, also called coronary heart disease, is the leading cause of early deaths globally. Ischemic heart disease, or IHD, refers to the buildup of plaque in the heart's arteries, and these can lead to heart attack, heart failure, or even death. According to the National Heart, Lung, and Blood Institute of the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, the key risk factors of IHD include high blood cholesterol and high blood pressure. These factors can be prevented and controlled by eating heart-healthy foods, low in saturated fat, trans fat, and sodium. The American Heart Association and other credible health sources provided recommendations on heart-healthy daily limits for saturated fats, trans fat, and sodium consumption. They also provided recommendations on heart-healthy blood cholesterol and blood pressure levels. To complement the efforts of health organizations in curbing the prevalence of ischemic heart disease, we propose a persuasive mobile app called HeartHealth. The goal of HeartHealth is to motivate or encourage people to consume heart-healthy diets that are low in saturated fats, trans fats, and sodium. The app will employ most effective persuasive strategies for preventing and managing the disease. The ultimate goal of the app is to maintain blood cholesterol and blood pressure at normal levels. We adopt the user-centered design approach in developing the app. This approach is in 5 stages. The first stage is to design a low-fidelity prototype that implements various persuasive strategies widely used in health apps. Next, we conduct an online survey to assess the perceived persuasiveness of these strategies. Next, we analyze participants' responses and then select the most effective strategies. Next, we utilize the most effective strategies in designing the high-fidelity prototype. Finally, we evaluate the high-fidelity prototype through an online survey and then analyze user or participants' responses, which in turn are used in refining the prototype. The research question for the first study is to determine which persuasive strategies are most effective in motivating people to eat diets containing low saturated fats, trans fats, and sodium. To answer this question, we create prototype, that is low-fidelity prototype, for each of the 10 persuasive strategies, which are personalization, self-monitoring, reward, tunneling, reminder, authority, suggestion, reduction, praise, and social comparison. Next, we conduct an online survey to assess participants' perceived persuasiveness towards the various strategies. After analyzing participants' responses, we select the most effective strategies. This is the low-fidelity prototype for the self-monitoring strategy. Users can view their current risk level for contracting the disease, whether high, medium, or low. They can measure their blood cholesterol and blood pressure levels and track the readings. They can monitor their progress and determine if they have exceeded recommended limits or levels for saturated fat, trans fat, sodium, blood cholesterol, and blood pressure. This is the low-fidelity prototype for the suggestion strategy. Users can view expert recommendations on the foods to eat or avoid based on their current risk level and dietary values over time. This is the low-fidelity prototype for the reduction strategy. Users can log food quickly by searching for predetermined recipes or using the barcode scanner feature to capture food items. 8 participants between the age of 18 and 44 were involved in the online survey. There are 3 males and 5 females. The average completion time for the survey is 6 minutes 23 seconds. We asked participants to indicate on a 7-point Likert scale to which degree each strategy will be relevant to them, motivate them to change their diet, make them rethink their current diet. For the data analysis part, we first compute the mean of the 3 items measuring the perceived persuasiveness for each strategy and for each participant. We then create box plots to visualize the differences in the perceived persuasiveness of the 10 strategies with respect to the neutral rating of 4. As shown in the figure, the perceived persuasiveness scores of the 10 strategies are above the neutral rating of 4, which is represented by the blue horizontal line. In decreasing order of persuasiveness, self-monitoring is the most effective strategy, followed by suggestion, reminder, authority, personalization, and reduction. Praise, reward, tunneling, and social comparison, however, are the least effective strategies. In general, all the 10 strategies were perceived to be effective since they are above the neutral rating of 4, as shown in the previous figure. We therefore included all the 10 strategies in the high-fidelity prototype. This is the high-fidelity prototype of the self-monitoring strategy. I discussed the low-fidelity version in one of the previous slides. This is the high-fidelity prototype of the suggestion strategy. This is the high-fidelity prototype of the reduction strategy. 6 participants interacted with the high-fidelity prototype on their mobile phones and provided their opinions regarding the app's usability through an online survey. The participants are between 18 and 34 years old and comprise 2 males and 4 females. The average completion time for the evaluation is 8 minutes 14 seconds. Next, we conduct thematic analysis on participants' qualitative feedback. The themes extracted from their comments include ease of use, user interface, data sharing with healthcare providers or doctors, additional navigation, theme customization. These are some of the user comments. The comments in green color are positive, while those in red color are improvements suggested by the users. The evaluation results show that all the respondents are satisfied with the app's aesthetics, that is color, layout, and graphics. Also, 66.67%, that is 4 out of the 6 respondents, believe that the app is very easy to use, while the remaining 2 respondents think it is fairly easy. Majority of the respondents' suggestions have been used to refine the high-fidelity prototype. Here are some of the highlights from our work. Users can monitor their risk of having ischemic heart disease in real time, track their diets and view the effect of their diet on blood cholesterol and blood pressure levels. Users also receive suggestions regarding the right diet that can keep their heart healthy, and these suggestions are in compliance with recommendations from world-class and highly respected heart health organizations. Users are reminded or notified to log their food and take blood cholesterol and blood pressure readings. In general, HeartHealth provides personalized contents, quick logging of foods, integration with blood pressure monitors, praise for performing target behavior, virtual rewards, data visualizations, comparison of performance with other users, push notifications and reminders, and others. In conclusion, the perceived persuasiveness assessment led to the design of an app called HeartHealth that implements the most effective strategies for implementing and managing ischemic heart disease. Also, the refinement done on the high-fidelity prototype will help improve the app's usability, including the overall experience of users. As part of future work, we plan to conduct wider studies involving many participants. Also, we intend to include the physical activity tracking feature that supports integration with workout devices like Fitbit or workout apps like Google Fit. This is because physical activity helps to burn fats or calories. Also, the coaching feature will be added, which allows users to share their progress directly with heart doctors, specialists, and nutritionists. They will also be able to receive real-time feedback from the doctors in form of advice or diagnosis. Also, we plan to include the smoking cessation feature, which discourages users from smoking. And this is obviously because smoking is not good for the heart. These are some of the references. Thank you.